Our first honoree of the evening is a baseball man through and through. Wayne Wirz is receiving the Hall of Fame's Metro Legends Award tonight for his efforts dating from the mid-'60s with the Highland American Legion baseball team. Mr. Wirz is now 89 years old, a Korean War veteran. He was the chairman of Southwestern Illinois' American Legion Baseball District 22 for 15 years. He's also known throughout the state of Illinois for his dedication to American Legion baseball and has managed many great players for the Highland team through the years, 3 of which went on to play in Major League Baseball. He now serves as the team's general manager. Please read more about Mr. Wirz's amazing baseball life in tonight's program. Let's all welcome Wayne Wirz to the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame. Interviewing Wayne tonight is a fellow SIUE alum and baseball guy. In fact, the Commissioner Emeritus of the Frontier Baseball League, the independent league which includes the Gateway Grizzlies. Bill Lee has a distinguished baseball resume, and with his SIUE Mass Comm degree, which I happen to have one of those too, is comfortable with the microphone as well. Take it away, William.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Tom. Does everybody just want to hear one time Blues goal? Let's one time, Tom.
Blues goal! Scored by number.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here with Wayne. I've known Wayne since about 1969, and I was fortunate enough to play for the Highland American Legion team, and we had some great teams back in those days. So, Wayne, and that was pretty much at the beginning of your career. You started in 1965 with the Highland American Legion team, and it's on. You're good to go. So how did you get started, get involved in American Legion baseball?
This is a great story. It won't take long. I played Legion ball with Trenton for a year or two. Highland didn't have it. Went in the Army, came home, and worked for my dad. One of his workers said, "Hey, my son needs a coach, a manager for the baseball for the little kids." So I took that over. In 1965, I guess, we ended up with the Legion team out of that group. So we ended up with 1,922 wins and 727 losses in our career.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, Wayne, what was the landscape of Legion baseball like back in those days?
Legion baseball back there was a very, very strong league of potential players. We had 10 teams in the league, and the teams such as East St. Louis, Collinsville, Belleville, and Little Highland came into that thing back then. But we were good and had a lot of future professional players and college players.
And Legion ball back in those days was, I mean, because there was only 3 or 4 high schools would feed each particular Legion team, correct?
That's right.
Right. And then as time went on, I mean, you had to be a pretty good player to even get to play on those teams. But so you had 3 players go through your organization that played in the major leagues.
That's right. Dean Burke, of course, who was the #1 draft choice of the Cubs our first year in 1965. And not telling any numbers, but he was the #1 choice of the Cubs. He got $50,000 in a pair of spikes from the Rawlings. so it was Dean, and of course, Jake Goderisi has come along currently and has become one of the better pitchers in professional baseball. Jake, and of course Larry Momey was also one that hurt his arm. He was with Houston, about to become a big leaguer, and hurt his arm. So yeah, we've had some outstanding players. But let me toss one thing before we go on. This program is for young men. We want guys to go to the big leagues. We want guys to go to college, but we want young men who want to play baseball in the summer, and if they're good enough, then they go on and play. but that's one of our goals.
That's a great goal. And you also are involved with the young men and a lot of young folks in Highland right now with a couple of other programs, correct?
That's right, yeah.
And it's some scholarship programs that they do through the American Legion.
Yeah, we do a oratorical contest. We do which we're doing right now. We do St. Patrick's Day. We do a program.
And some of your folks from the American Legion Hall and everything were planning on coming tonight, but we had some conflicts that they had graduations.
They had graduation, and we give away money scholarships to 4 or 5 people tonight. So our top guys didn't have to, but they did stay for that.
That's great. That's great. And so, just real quickly, when you took over District 22, having run a league before on my own, so now Wayne and I would commiserate with each other about having a bunch of teams that we had to deal with. But tell us some of the challenges you had running District 22.
Oh, around District 22 over the years, we had, of course, Harry Parker from Collinsville. We had a few other guys that I can remember. Mike Weber from Greenville, Bert Kosberg, Otorisi, Momi. Those are guys that just come to my mind.
And he mentioned Larry Momi twice, and most of you people probably from the Belleville area would remember him as Big Mo, and he was a great softball player in the area. But
he was a great softball.
So, in closing, now who do you have some folks with you tonight?
Okay, I do have some folks over there tonight. I have the Michael group, which is Gay Michael and Mr. Sudoff. Gay, you want to give us a wave? We have my daughter somewhere over there with those guys. There she is. We have Mia, and Mia is a great baseball for Ballatini. And she's a schoolmate of Gary Gaetti's, who is one of your...
Who's also in this Hall of Fame.
Who's in this Hall of Fame, right. So Mia is over there tonight, and she's helping us a lot in Highland with baseball.
So we appreciate that, Wayne. And if you're ever in Highland, make sure you get to Michael's Restaurant. It's a good one. So Wayne, as we said earlier, is 89 years old. Wayne, what's your secret to your longevity?
Baseball.
All righty. Thank you, Wayne. Congratulations to Wayne Wirz.
Thank you.